style of Prakash, he's so wristy, the way he clipped that last shot down against the sheer power and aggression of his opponent. And it's starting to be a very, very close contest with Prakash moving and sweeping from the back of the court right up to the...
I did not play to please anybody, my parents or my employers or my college or my government. I just wanted to see what I was capable of, so that kept me going.
So Prakash, I have seen him since he was a baby. He was a loving child, and all encouragement he used to get from his father. Ramesh started the Shuttlecock Badminton Association in Karnataka. He was the pioneer. Prakash's grandfather, Annaji Rao, was one of the shining tennis stars in Bangalore at that time.
The very road that I lived in, there was Canberra Union further down. It was a marriage hall with girders in the ceiling, so that if you hit the shuttle high, it would hit the girder.
Little Prakash used to come with his made in India badminton racket, which was a heavy racket. I had my made in England racket, and he used to request me, Papa, can you please give me your racket? I want to play with your racket. I used to give him my racket.
He soon, as he entered his teens, became recognized, especially in Bangalore, the local circles, because he became this boy wonder champ. But nobody, absolutely nobody, expected him to do the things that he did.
We worked together in Union Bank of India for quite a few years. He would work full-time and diligently and then go for practice.
One of the things he requested then was to give him an opportunity to train in Indonesia, because at the time Prakash's idol Rudy Hartono, then he was one of the greats of world badminton. When he was training here in the late 70s, all those things which he learned in Indonesia, he was putting it into practice. And we also copied the same, exactly. Whatever Prakash did, we just followed. Prakash's style of badminton was different. He was very tricky to play, and he would vary the pace of the game. Very difficult to read his shot making. Because he was very wristy and also very quick to the net. He would make you play to his tunes.
In a hallowed court like the Wembley Arena, in front of the British public and the world's public, it was rather unfathomable. The contrast between the two, King and Prakash, couldn't be more. He was an aggressive, jump in the air, smashing kind of badminton champion, and Prakash was this artist. So different to the king. So, there couldn't have been a more contrasting situation in that final. And the way he took everything that came at him, King was more stunned than I at the stadium.
When we joined the players in the first game, 8-9.
He didn't have a coach, so basically it was a one-man show. So how he made use of the very poor condition and adverse conditions to become a world champion. That's why for me, he'll always remain the greatest Indian badminton player.
He won the All England and then he flew into Bombay. I remember going to the airport with my parents, and he came out of the aircraft with his manager, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people at the airport.
Annaji Rao, he was 80 years old at that time. He said, the days of kings are over. Now it is the days of humble Indians like Prakash.
Since Prakash was already at the top in India, I think it was very natural for him to decide to go abroad to become a professional. Since Prakash had grown up in a house full of people, I think when he first moved to Denmark, he started feeling very homesick. It was decided that I should go and help him out. But what made it easy was that the Indian families there were very loving and affectionate. Even Prakash's Danish manager Finn and his wife treated us like family members.
There were so many of these holdings. Prakash's picture there. Those times, we have only seen cricketers getting that sort of prominence.
I had always thought in my head that I'm going to marry an engineer or a doctor from the US, and I want to have this, very comfortable life in the United States, and it was like a given. But the minute I saw Prakash at my sister's wedding, it was like all that went out of the window, and I just thought to myself, this is the guy for me. He always knew at the back of his mind that he would be there for a few years and then come back to India eventually. Deepika was of course born there, and when she was about a year old, he was really definite that he wants to come back to India. He's always helped me in the household chores. He would come for the parent-teacher meetings and be involved in what the kids were doing in school.
We joined him one early morning in Bangalore.
I start off the day with a 6-kilometer jog in the mornings. I also do specific exercises for improving my legs, calf, shoulder and wrist. To practice all your forehand strokes regularly. Like all good players, you should be able to perform them even in your sleep. But don't sleep, slog.
The first professionally run badminton academy in the country, and that has, of course, as everyone knows, produced so many international players.
But I realized that he just wanted to give back to the game and do things which he could not experience when he was coming up.
Quiet, determined, extremely aggressive internally, but externally you will see a completely well-behaved, absolute gentleman.
He never complained that he didn't get good facilities.
Not an ounce of arrogance in spite of all his achievements.
I think even after all that Prakash has done, he's still hungry for more.
The court has 4 corners, so there is an idea of using it. You are the only one for the last maybe 15 years who has done so, and you have proven the point that it is possible with stroke play still to be between the best.
I think he's just going to go on with this as long as he can.
Dear Prakash, dear friend, it's almost 40 years ago since you arrived in Denmark on a cold December day in 1980. Now it's winter again, it's January. It's actually snowing outside. Can you remember when you saw the snow for the first time? I would like to congratulate you on your new award, which of course I feel is so well deserved.
Though we share a very strong bond as a family, I think we are not very expressive with our emotions. So I think there's a very good chance for me to tell Prakash that we thank you for being the person you are. We really look up to you, and you mean a lot to all of us.
So at the end of at the end of my career, right now I have no regrets, because I know that whatever I could do, whatever was in my hands, I have put in the full effort, and I couldn't have done anything more under the circumstances.